Welcome to another episode of the Story of Podcast. I'm your host, Kwam, and today we're going to hear the story of
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I'm really excited to have you here. I feel like, I don't know, so I met you as like my client, but like we talk all the time during our appointments, but we never talk about like life. So
Sure.
I'm excited to hear about your life. So tell the audience like where you're from, what do you do for work, like something fun about you.
I'm from New Britain. I work at a bank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a banker.
Mm-hmm.
And fun. I mean, everything. Life is very exciting for me. So
Yeah, I love that. Like what do you do that's like exciting?
I just love to like try new things and everything, like food places, activities, travel.
Yeah.
I'm not traveling as much as I want to, but I'm getting there. Little by little.
What have you done recently like that's like new and fun in your life?
I went on my first cruise.
How was that?
It was amazing.
Where'd you go?
Bahamas. That was my first time there, so it was different. I've never done that before. I just got my passport this year, so I'm hoping to travel more now.
Yeah. Where do you think you'll go to next?
Either Jamaica or Turks and Caicos. That
Sounds like a vibe.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah. When is your birthday?
November 28th.
So what does that make you?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Okay. I think I know like one Sag. So like tell me like about your sign or about you if you feel like you're not really like your sign.
I'm not too into astrology to know too much, other than I know Sagittarius are like the best. But I think I'm very adventurous.
Yeah.
Like, I just love doing new things, as I said. Yeah, and I think I'm a very outgoing person. I can communicate with people very easily.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what makes me me.
Growing up, did you have siblings or anything? Or do you have siblings or anything?
Yes, I have 2 older sisters.
Okay, so you're the youngest.
I'm the baby, yeah.
And are you like babied in your family?
I was when I was a baby, but my niece and nephew were born.
Oh, so
I love them, but they stole my spotlight.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And is it from both of your sisters? Like, do they both have children?
No, so one of my sisters has 2 kids.
Okay. Do you want children?
I don't know. I think so. I just think because I'm so young right now and so focused on my life, I don't even think about kids.
Yeah.
But I think as I get older, I might want to start a family.
Yeah. What's one of your biggest goals in life right now?
Honestly, just to be able to make a, like, how do you call it? Like a legacy. Like a legacy. Like, definitely want to pass something down to, if I do have kids.
Yeah.
Just make a name for myself, really.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're in the process of that now? Like, are you on that journey? Or are you getting to that journey?
I feel like I've come a long way. I think every year there's a big difference for me, like, from the last. So I think I am, like, on the right track.
Yeah. What's been one of your, like, biggest obstacles in life?
Doubting myself. I refrain from doing certain things because I doubt myself. But once I overcome that, I realize I'm like, why did I doubt myself to begin with?
Yeah.
But I still do it. I still doubt myself sometimes.
Yeah. How do you work through that or like get over that?
I look for things that inspire me. It's like sometimes the people around me, depending on who it is, I'm like not living their life for them, but knowing like you should take this path. But then I look at myself, I'm like, I should do the same.
So you feel like you're more like inspiring to others, but kind of holding yourself back sometimes. Yeah, I feel that.
Like sometimes giving advice, but then not taking it yourself.
Yeah. Who's one of your biggest like motivators in your life right now?
Honestly, my mom.
Yeah.
She's done everything by herself. Like she's the strongest woman I know.
And are you guys? So that means you guys are like close.
Oh, I love my mom.
Yeah. Are you close with your dad too?
Yeah, I'm super close with my dad. Love my dad too.
Did you grow up with both your parents?
Yeah, they did separate, but I've always been close to both of them.
Did they separate like while, like, before you were born or, like, during?
I was about maybe 10 when they separated. But they were still both very active in my life.
Was that hard for you, dealing with their separation?
Yeah, it was, because I was so young and I didn't know why, like, they were separating. But now that I'm older, you know, I understand a little bit more, so.
Yeah. Did they, like, talk to you? And I'm only asking because I didn't have two parents that were together, so I've never dealt with parents separating, and, like, through, like, interviewing people and stuff, I've learned that, like, I don't know, that affects people, like, but I never, like, experienced it. So, like, did you have to choose, like, who to live with and, like, all that stuff?
Not necessarily. I think when my dad, because my dad moved out, so it was like we just stayed with my mom. But we saw my dad literally every other day, so he was never too far away.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So basically, like, growing up, the way that you grew up with, like, strong foundation of, like, parents and family and stuff like that, how do you feel like that's molded how you are today as, like, a young adult?
That's a good question. I think I had to be very independent at a young age, so where I am now, I feel like a lot of that came from me and looking at my situation and being like, I don't want this for the rest of my life, and really just
want what though?
What was that?
Don't want what though for the rest of your life?
Like being stuck in the same position. You know, like a lot of people around me, sometimes they complain about like the position they're in, but they don't really do anything to change it. I acknowledge that, and I'm like, I don't want that for myself.
Yeah.
It's like from a young age, people are just like, oh, don't grow up. I didn't want to grow up. I still don't want to grow up. Like, because people reflect on it and be like, oh, if I could go back, I would change so much. I wouldn't. I feel like I needed every lesson.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel like everything happens for a reason. That's like the biggest thing I live by. And even bad stuff, like, it all happens to, like, teach you something. Character. It definitely does. Yeah. It definitely does. What's been, like, not just like a challenge to you, but what's been like a character building moment that you can think of right now?
Like right now? Like at this age?
Yeah.
Honestly, thinking about my future, like, how am I going to get there? What am I doing? Am I making progress? Stuff like that really makes me, I reflect a lot. Like, I reflect on myself a lot. I have time to myself, and I really just think about my life and where I want to be and how I'm going to get there. But it's usually doubt that holds me back from, like, doing certain things.
So how is it, do you feel that you can be so, like, adventurous and outgoing and try new things, but also hold this, like, doubt at the same time?
I never looked at it like that. It is weird, because I feel like the things that I doubt myself on is just me as a person, as far as, like, I have to do this by myself. I can try new things, but I'm always doing it with someone else.
Yeah, I feel
so it's
that.
Like, okay, I want to go here, so somebody comes with me. But it's like, okay, I want to do this for my future, but no one's helping me do that.
Yeah, I feel that. So just like self improvement, literally emphasis on the self is like what makes it a little more scary.
Yes. Self discipline for sure.
Yeah.
I need to work on that bad.
Girl, don't we all? Okay, so tell me more about, like, growing up. Did you grow up with, like, pets? Did you grow up in, like, a big household? Like, did you always have family over?
Yeah, so my family is very family oriented. Like, there's always parties, there's always get-togethers. So I love that. I didn't appreciate it then, but I definitely appreciate it now. We lived in, like, I moved a lot. I lived in Meriden, then I lived in Bristol, then I lived in New Britain, and then amongst each town we moved in there too. So adjusting was a little hard, but and as far as pets, we always had dogs, but there was always a situation where we had to get rid of a dog. It was because we were moving. So it's like every time we moved, they didn't allow dogs, so we had to get rid of.
That sucks.
I know, it was so terrible.
Yeah.
But I have a dog now. That's my baby.
Yeah.
I've had her for so long. So.
Do you feel like, and not to, like, be sad about stuff, but do you feel like having to, like, because I'm like a new newly dog person, and like I can't imagine like my dog passing or me having to get rid of them. So like, do you feel like having to, how do I want to say this? Was it hard for you to like, or is it hard for you now to like get close with a person or an animal or anything because of having that history of like having to just let them go?
It's harder, I think, not getting attached because I love dogs. Like I'm not gonna say animals, but dogs I love. So it's like when people around me get like a new dog or something, I'm like going crazy. I'm just like, oh my God, like. So getting my dog now, it's just in the back of my mind. I'm just telling myself, I hope we don't have to get rid of this one.
Yeah.
Like, I hope she doesn't, leave. And I've had her the longest. She's definitely not going anywhere. So I think that's why I'm so like attached to her, because I've had her for so long.
Yeah. How long has it been?
She's 9, so 9 years.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
And she wasn't always my dog. She was my sister's dog, but she always liked me more.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
She wanted to sleep in my room. She wanted me to feed her. Yeah, she liked me more.
Yeah. And then how are you with like making connections with humans?
Yeah, I think I'm very outgoing. I read people's vibes. Like if I'll start a conversation and then based off their energy is like how I move forward.
Yeah.
If I think you're a little quiet, I probably won't, push too much. But if you can hold a conversation, like we'll definitely talk.
Yeah. I can definitely say that you're good at like reading vibes, because I can remember vividly one time, and you probably remember too, it was recent, that I was so sad and depressed, and like I was not my usual like talking bubbly self, and like you just let me like be in my own little thing, like and then the next time you came I was back to myself. And it was like back normal. So I
read stuff like that like very often. Like I can tell when people are upset and stuff like that, and I am one to keep my distance, because I'm not gonna pressure somebody when I know they may be going through something.
Yeah.
But definitely give them the comfortability that I'm here.
Yeah. Have you always been that way, like even as like a younger kid?
No, I was a mean person when I was younger.
Really? Yeah. I can't see that.
No, no, I'm glad. I'm glad. So I've made progress.
How did you change that? Did you actively want to change that, or you just grew out of it?
No, I did want to change it. Like I did come to a point where I was like, look, this isn't me. Yeah. And when I say young, I mean like 13 and younger. Like I was a bully, and I think it was because people bullied me. So yeah, I mean, once I got to like a certain age, and I was like, it was moving really when I switched schools, and I was like, here I am bullying these people, and I'm never gonna see them again. Like, what did I gain from that? So it was like I just moved forward, and I'm like, I don't want to be like that anymore.
I was actually gonna ask you, how was it like making friends and stuff, since you like probably moved schools too?
It was kind of easy in a sense, kind of hard. Easy because at the time, like I was younger, so people would always approach me, like you're kids, so it's easy to have a conversation. But hard because I was a very emotional kid. Like every time I switched, on the first day of school, I cried. I cried every single year.
Because you're going to a new one?
New one, and every year. I mean, I was at the same school for 4 years. I still cried every year. I don't know. I was just so emotional. I was like leaving my parents.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as I got older, I feel like talking to people became a lot easier. Making friends is hard. Making real friends is hard.
That is true. Talking about making real friends. So how many real friends would you consider you have today?
About maybe like 3, 4.
I feel like that's solid. And you know what? I like to ask people that as like a little bit of a test, because I feel like if people like, I got 10 real friends, maybe they do, but I just feel like, how real are they? Like, and how real are you? Because it's hard to like, I don't know, to really foster those really close connections with people, and it takes time. It takes years. Like, you can't just meet somebody. I mean, maybe you can, but I don't know. In my opinion, it takes some time.
I agree.
You gotta build trust. You gotta build all that.
Yeah. I don't know. Friend groups are cool.
Yeah.
But I think one of y'all gotta be fake.
Yeah.
Not maybe fake, but
a little iffy.
A little iffy. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about it now. I was gonna try to wait and not be thirsty, but I just love this about you. That you're, well, would you consider yourself a barb?
Yes.
Yes, I figured. And I love that about you. So let's just talk about Nikki for a little quick hot minute. When did you first fall in love with her?
I remember I was waiting for the bus at school, but we waited inside and we would always watch like music videos. And I think it was MTV or something. I don't know. They played Super Bass, and then when I saw her, I was like, I just like saw so much of myself in her. Like she was weird. Like she was weird. Like she acted like how I act when I'm alone in my room.
Definitely. And I know, but they don't know. But I know that you went to her. We both went to her recent concert here in Connecticut, and you went by yourself. And how was that?
Whew, it was fun. It was super fun. Like I think it was easy for me to build the motivation to go by myself because I was so excited to go.
Yeah.
Because to go see anybody else by myself, I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel like I can do a lot alone. I've never, though, went to a concert. Wait, yes, I did, actually. I went to see The Weeknd by myself. So, okay, I guess it's not that bad. But also...
Didn't you see Nikki by yourself?
No, I went with my best friend. She actually bought us the tickets.
This one.
But
didn't you see Nikki?
You're right.
Younger.
Okay, so never mind. I'm capping. I definitely went to concert by myself, but I don't know. It was never like the plan. Like, so when I went to see The Weeknd by myself, I was in college, and you know, in college you're broke, so my friends couldn't buy the tickets, so I bought it really cheap off somebody, and it was really nice. It was like a skybox thing, so it was far away, but it was like in a nice little thing. So you know, it was not planned. And then for the first time I saw Nikki. It's a whole little situation, but pretty much somebody tried to think them not going was gonna stop me from going.
I remember.
They thought. So I still went. But I don't know if I've ever I don't know if I would ever, except for maybe her, like buy a ticket, like a solo ticket to go to the concert.
I just knew like nobody around me was gonna spend as much as I spent.
True.
So I don't blame them.
No, yeah, I feel that.
I was like, I'm not sitting anywhere other than front row.
No,
so
I feel that.
I was like, I'm getting these tickets.
I feel that. Are you gonna see her again?
I thought about it, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be as excited. I think I'd still be excited, but like that first time, seeing her for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not.
I mean, if you think about it, you should come. I'm gonna try to go.
Mm-hmm. Which one are you going to?
So I want to see her in New York for sure, because I don't think she's coming back here.
No.
But she has one in New York September 9th, and then like the last show is Brooklyn, I think, New York, and I probably can't make it to September because that's right around the corner, but I can probably do the last show. Okay. And that's probably the finale, so it'll probably be lit. So we could work something out.
All right, let's see. Maybe you could convince me.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Speaking of like artists, are there any other artists? Because to me, music, not to be like corny, but music is life. Like I feel like for me, like music really like, I don't know, I can feel seen, heard, and understood through music, even definitely with Nikki's music too. So are there any other artists that you like really enjoy listening to, that you really connect with?
Don't fight me, Tory Lanez.
Oh gosh, not the toxic, but I'm not mad at it. I used to like his music a lot. I mean, I still like his old stuff. I haven't heard any new stuff, but
I just like him because he's so versatile. Like that's like Nikki. I love her because she's so versatile. Mm-hmm. So the both of them together, I love them.
I like that. They should make a song together.
They did.
They did?
Yeah, but then it got scrapped and all that.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know, Shooters by Tory Lanez?
I'm gonna listen to it though.
Yeah, so she was a feature on there, and then he didn't like her verse, and she got mad and told him to, I think that's what happened.
And you still
Look, I don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? I just listen to his music.
I just like the song.
I just listen to his music. I don't.
No, I feel that. What's one of your like best memories that you could think of right now?
Best memories. I think getting my new job, like working at a bank. Mm-hmm. I feel like that changed my life so much in like such a short amount of time. Like it's crazy how much my job impacted my life.
And how so?
I was working at a hotel before I worked at the bank, and then I was working at Dunkin' before I worked at the hotel. I hated Dunkin'. Oh my God, I hated it. I I was there for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, I was trying to leave after the first.
Yeah.
But nobody was hiring me, so finally, the hotel hired me, and I liked it at first, but it was paying me scraps. Like at that time, I was getting bills and stuff like that, so I was like, okay, this adulting thing is not gonna work out on minimum wage. Like I need more than that. And I really wanted a career. Like there was no opportunity for growth at that hotel. Like I knew it. So I know a few people who worked at a bank, and then they were just like, you should work there. It's like amazing. Da, da, da. I always heard good things about working at a bank, so I was like, okay, and it's an opportunity for me to, you know, have a career. I applied everywhere. Oh my God, I applied everywhere. After like 6 months, somebody finally hired me, and then it was just good from there.
Yeah. Did you just come from work?
Yeah.
The fit is fitting, honey.
Yeah,
period. Like you like it? It's like Monday through Friday type of vibe.
Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
But I do love it. I love it.
Yeah, I love that for you. And I'm like, kudos to you for like actually acknowledging like, okay, I need more for my life and I'm gonna go after it. Because like, so I don't know if I'm gonna scrap this part out or not, but for me with like my business, it was great. You know, it was almost 5 years having it, but it literally, it's not like paying scraps, but it's also not enough. And like I finally took the leap to like apply for like another job, and I got the job, and I'm really I didn't start yet. Thank you. I'm really happy about it though. And I don't know, it's just like sometimes it's just so hard to like get out of your comfort zone and to like even try to like apply for something else. So I'm proud of you for even trying, you know. Yeah,
I definitely have my mind set on something. Like that's a big thing about me. Like when I want something, I go for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes because that doubt
that doubt
be coming and going, so it's like
yeah. But honestly, you just like inspired me, like hearing how it like really did change your life and it's making you like, you know, just grow up and like have a different, like you're gonna be going towards your goals now, like and obviously that's I guess I be having some self-doubt too. I don't know if it's like doubt. I just be like, well, yeah, it's doubt, because I'm just like, okay, what if leaving Fresh Face isn't the right thing, and like what if I hate this job, what if, but it's just like, I don't know, it could also be like, what if it's great, and what if it changes my life and makes everything better and gives me like a real career. So you're inspiring me.
But if it's not like esthetician, what would you want to do?
Like, you mean what is the job, or like what would I really want to do?
What would you really want to do?
That's it. I just want to interview people. I love doing this. I love interviewing people. I've always wanted to, like, so I've always liked radio shows, like talk shows, interviews, documentaries, and I've always wanted to like do it, like, and now that I'm doing it, I love it. And like now that I have another job too that can help me fund this, like I feel like it's just gonna be like my happiness and still my creative outlet besides the job. But I just want to be like a personality, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. You're doing a
not an influencer, but a personality.
Yeah.
Because influencer, that shit is just like, I don't know.
I feel like people are giving influencer like a bad name now. Like, it's not anything to be proud of at this point. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an influencer, but
anybody and everybody could do it, I feel like. And it's just like, it's based off like popularity. I want my stuff to be like based off like my interview skills. Like something I'm proud of with this is like, I mean, it wasn't my intention, but I interview everybody like just off the top of my head. Like I don't have cue cards or nothing like that. And I feel like I asked pretty good questions.
I noticed it. I mean, I didn't say anything, but I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like one question after another. I'm like, okay.
So I'm hoping that I can like make this like a career somehow, some way, one day, you know.
Well, best of luck because you're doing great.
Thanks, girl, and thank you for coming on my show. Like, I feel like it's probably nerve-wracking to be like, you want to interview me? But I feel like, I don't know, I'm asking people specifically that I know will come looking the part and are just good people to have conversations with. And like, from all our appointments, we always have good conversation in those little 20 minutes. So
nice.
Do you have a best friend?
I do.
Like one best friend?
I got two.
Okay.
I got two.
And what different things do they both bring to your life that like enhances your life?
So one of my best friends, he's a boy. I met him in high school. But we didn't become best friends until like, well, we was always close in high school, but it wasn't until after high school that we got closer. And we went to college with each other, and I knew he had a girlfriend, and I had no friends at the time. So I was like, tell your girlfriend to be my friend. Like, tell your girlfriend to be my friend. And then we all went out one time, and it was a vibe. Like, her and I clicked, like, instantly. And that's my sis. Like, I love her to death. He brings, like, he's always keeping it real with me. Like, he tells me things I don't want to hear. Whatever. Yeah, but he is real. And then my best friend, the girl, I love her to death. Like, she's really like a sister to me. Like, she's always honest with me. Like, she understands my sense of humor, and vice versa. Like, I understand her personality, what she likes, what she doesn't like, where she feels comfortable, things like that. Yeah, she's the realest person I've ever met.
Yeah. Would you say honesty or loyalty is more important to you if you had to choose one?
Ooh, that's kind of hard.
I know.
That's hard. Because my best friend told me something. She's like, don't tell nobody. I'm like, I'm not. But I don't know. I think honesty, because I feel like honesty like goes hand in hand with loyalty in a sense. Like, you won't turn around and do some fake shit to me because, you know, you're real, you're honest with me.
Yeah.
Like, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of person I am. I would never, like, be upset because somebody's giving me, like, advice or something.
Yeah. Do you feel like you take, like, constructive criticism well?
When it comes to people I care about, absolutely. If it's somebody I don't know,
it's just like, sir, what are you saying?
who are you?
Literally. What would you say is, like, one of your best and worst traits about you?
My best trait, I think, is I'm very communicative. Like, I feel like I'm a very easygoing person. Like, people can talk to me about anything. Worst trait, my attitude.
Really?
My attitude, yeah.
But, like, how so?
I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people be like, "Oh my gosh, you have like a bad attitude." But I think it's more so when I get angry or something like that. But I'm a very expressive person, and I feel like some people don't like that. Like, yeah, I can be very out there sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like the people that don't probably just, they don't fully live out their life, like, to the fullest. Like, I don't think you have bad attitude. I mean, I've never made you mad, but also, why make you mad? Like, just don't make me mad.
Right.
And we're fine.
We're gonna be just fine.
Literally. Tell us a story of, like, one of your most embarrassing moments.
Most embarrassing. I will never forget 2nd grade. I was going to my desk, and then one of the students, like, he was pulling out my chair for me. Yeah, girl, I got cheered.
That's up. In front of everybody?
In front of everybody.
That's so messed up.
Yeah, I cried.
I would have cried too.
I cried. That was mad embarrassing. I will never forget that. I think that was, like, my earliest memory. Like, 2nd grade. Who remembers much from 2nd grade? But I remember, like, that was...
Because it's traumatic.
You just embarrassed me in front of everybody. Like,
Right.
That's crazy. But I told on him.
Did he have a crush on you?
Nah, I think he was gay.
Oh,
But he ain't know that yet.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. He was very flamboyant.
LOL. He's
But-
probably just mad at the world.
I told on him. And then the teacher told him to write a letter to me, like, apologizing. So he gave me back the letter. And then in the letter, 2nd grade, mind you, he said he was going to kill himself. So I
And
was
the
like,
letter to apologize to you?
yeah.
Oh my god.
He was saying that he was so sorry and that he's going to end his life. So I snitched on him again. I gave the paper back to the teacher. I was like, what kind of apology is that? Like, you trying to make me feel guilty?
Right.
You embarrassed me.
Right. Yo, that's so
yeah, he got in trouble
serious.
after that. I don't know what happened, but
That's crazy.
yeah.
It's also crazy to think that someone that young, I don't know how old we are in 2nd grade, but someone that young could know, like,
That's what I'm saying.
what that is about.
And I'm not, like, I won't forget it. Like, I
Yeah.
remember vividly reading that. And I'm just like,
You remember vividly who it is?
oh, I remember Dallas. Yup, Dallas. I remember.
You don't gotta say his name.
I remember Dallas.
That's crazy.
Yes, I remember. I remember his sister and his mom.
Wow.
Yep.
That's messed up. I mean, it happens, but
it built my character, though. You know what I'm saying? I needed that to happen to me.
Yeah, I guess. I would have preferred it not to.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
So, what's your background?
Puerto Rican.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm straight Puerto Rican.
Are you like proud of like where you're from. Well, have you been to Puerto? Oh yeah, you went to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
And how was that? Do you have family there?
I do. I have a lot of family there. I love Puerto Rico. Oh my gosh, I love it. I feel like I'm just now like wanting to know more about my culture and like venture out there more. I'm going next month, so I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. But it's hard sometimes, like trying to get in tune with the culture because I don't speak the language fluently. Like,
Do you a little bit?
A little bit, very little. I understand it like fluently, but responding is very hard for me.
Got you. Do you think you'll ever like learn? Like just take time to like really learn?
I tried Duolingo.
Wasn't it?
It was not lingoing. It was not lingoing. I don't know. It's good. Like it is good. Like you know, if you're a beginner and stuff like that. But I think I'd rather like I don't know.
Talk to your mom or something.
That or like pay for classes. Like, a legit like schooling. Like test me. I want to. Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Okay. What made you? And it could just be I don't know, growing up. But like, what kind of triggered you to want to like learn more about your culture and your background and stuff?
Being at work and then Hispanics talking to me in Spanish and I can't respond. And I'm like, you know, I have no one else to refer them to and I feel bad. Like I'm like, I can't help you. Like I genuinely can't help you and I should be able to help you.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna learn. And was that at this job?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like enough push to make you be like, all right, I'm gonna get this down.
Because working at Dunkin', people spoke to me in Spanish all the time, but that was easy. Like, you talking numbers, like how many creams, how many sugars you want.
Yeah.
I knew all that.
Yeah.
But banking terms,
like big words and whatnot.
Big words, you lost me. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So speaking of like taking classes and stuff, do you like school or did you like school?
No, not really. I mean, school was fine. I mean, I miss like moving so much. I didn't really mind school, but now that I'm out of school, I definitely wouldn't want to go back. I was at Walmart doing school shopping with my niece and nephew, and I'm just like, I don't miss this.
Yeah.
Like, I really do not miss this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to college?
I went for one semester. I left because I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel that. And honestly, clearly, like, you don't really need it to, like, find a career all the time, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
My dream career, I want to do dental hygiene. So I have to go back to school for that.
Yeah, my little sister's in school for that.
Is she? Oh, good for her.
Yeah. So far, it seems like she likes it.
Where did she go to school?
So, she was going to University of Bridgeport, and then she went to Tunxus for a little, and now she's going back to University of Bridgeport.
Okay. And it's a full-time program, right?
Yeah, I think she's doing it full-time. And, like, this is her... I think it's just her second year, but like third semester, and she's starting clinic already. So,
is the clinic full time?
I don't know.
Because that's what I thought. Like that was one of my biggest setbacks because I've always heard it's full time. Like you couldn't work while.
Oh no, I don't think so because she just asked me yesterday, like if she should, because she works at Marshall, so she asked me if she should, and she works in West Hartford. But like I said, the school's in Bridgeport, and I live down there, so she asked me the other day if she should stay in West Hartford or transfer. So I think you'll have time to still work and stuff. Probably not full time, but you know.
I'm gonna have to look into it more.
Yeah, also we're a little more grown. She's like 20, so life is different for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Would you say you're a creative person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
What's like one way that you like to show your creativity?
I write. Like, I used to write a lot when I was younger. And then now, music. I do like music.
Yeah. Do you write or did you write like stories, poetry?
I wrote stories. I did write stories, like on my own leisure time, like Wattpad when I was younger.
What's that?
Wattpad, it's like for people who write stories and then they publish them, and it's all virtual. But it's nothing like it can get published, like a few have, but not anything like too professional.
Yeah.
You just write stories, post them, and people read them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I like that. Were they fiction, nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
So they were like real life
Realistic.
stories.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not my own.
Yeah.
But like things that could happen in real life.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And you stopped now?
I did, unfortunately.
Would you get back into it ever?
I tried about maybe like 2 years ago, and then I got writer's block and stopped.
Yeah,
Like
it'd be
the
like that.
motivation was different, and like you know, I wasn't doing anything. I was so young. Like, I just went to school, came home, wrote. That was it for me.
Yeah. What would you say is one of your, like, favorite pastimes now?
I think switching schools, like the last school, like coming to New Britain, I feel like it's weird to say because, you know, New Britain kind of got a bad name in a sense, but I feel like New Britain really did change me, like make me the person that I am today. Because going to school in Bristol and living in Bristol, it was just a very different crowd. Like, I feel like I didn't know myself. I didn't know, like, what type of person I was. And then coming to New Britain, I feel like people were a lot more social, a lot more outgoing there as well. And I feel like only then was that coming out of me, where I was like, I am an outgoing person. I am an adventurous person. Yeah, so I think moving to New Britain made a big impact on my life, like a good impact.
Yeah. And like nowadays, when you have like downtime, leisure time, what's one of your like favorite things to do?
Right now, I love listening to music. Like I really do. Like, yeah, looking for new songs and stuff like that. I do like, and writing music as well. If it's not music, TV, I guess. But
writing music, what kind of music do you write? You be rapping?
Yeah.
Girl, me too! I love that for us. I want to read some of your raps one day. Do you like ever like practice like actually rapping?
Oh yeah, for sure. But is that now?
Not Aaliyah the rapper.
Stage name still in the works. We got some options, but
yeah. Oh my god, I want to hear them. Not right now, but I want to hear them for sure. Yeah, that's so crazy because I be writing too. Okay, well, 2018-19, I was writing, and I actually recorded a song. I'll let you hear it.
Yes, I want to.
But then I kind of stopped because I used to write too, like poetry and stories and stuff like that. But then actually, like last week, I don't know, I've been like craving to write. Like these new female rappers and stuff, like some of them are like subpar, but then also some of them really like energize me. Like I'm like, I could write something like this. Like, so I'd be writing too. So we can.
Female rappers, who's your favorite? Or your favorite?
Well, besides Nicki. Because she's just the queen. She's just the GOAT. So she's not even one of these female rappers. She's the queen. But JT's new album I really, really like. Not every song I'm in love with, but there's a few that's what really motivated me. I'm like, I could write this too. I feel like I just like Young Miami because she's an Aquarius. So our energies, like she's not the best rapper, but she be popping her. And that's how I be feeling on the inside.
She got energy. Like, her energy is crazy.
What's your... Oh, yeah, you said you're Sagittarius. And then who else do I like? I don't know. I honestly listen to a lot of Nicki.
Okay. Yeah.
I really just be on repeat with Nicki. And then, like, if you listen to old stuff, it just, like, is re-lit again. So, yeah, I'd be on that.
It's crazy, like, listening to music from back then and then comparing it to now. It's just, like... really don't make music like this anymore.
I know. You know what was so great, and then this might be my last comment about her, but I haven't had anyone on here yet who loves her as much as I do, so I haven't been able to like fangirl over her. But at her last concert, when she was like playing the old like throwbacks, and she was like, y'all were probably all babies when these came out.
I remember.
I was like, she's so right, and now they just hit different. Like we're just, I don't know, we can like relate more. We went through life more. Like so, it's just like, damn, I felt that. Like. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so we're about to wrap up and get out of here. Sadly, we have to do a part 2. Okay. There's a few, so I'm planning to do seasons. Each season will have 12 episodes. And then each season I want to do it differently. I want to have like different themes, so to say. Like these are just like, you know, a traditional podcast vibe, but like one season I want to do like going out to eat with people and like recording at the restaurant, stuff like that, and like doing fun activities. I just want to do different stuff, so I'm definitely gonna have you back on. But before we go, I just want to know, what is a like life lesson that you've learned, or like a mantra that you like, I don't know, like live by?
When you feel like you're alone, there's always you. I feel like you don't have to have somebody in your circle. It's nice to have somebody around you, but regardless of the fact, your life and your future depends on you. And if you depend on other people too much, I feel like you're not going to achieve the things that you want to achieve. I have so much like self-love and self-reflecting. Like, I take so much pride in myself, and I respect myself so much.
As you should. And it shows. Like, it shows in everything you do. It shows in your growth and like progression as a woman. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on my
Of
show.
course.
Let the people know if you want them to follow you and anything, like where they should follow you at.
Oh, you can follow me on Instagram, Aaliyah AMG. But that's about it. That's all I have.
Period. And then you can follow us, the podcast, not us, it's just me. But you know, follow me at TSO Pod on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube at TSO Pod. We now have a Patreon. I'm so excited about it. So on the Patreon, guys, is where I'm gonna be posting like exclusive content, and it's really gonna be just solo episodes with just me, so you guys can like hear stories of my life and stuff like that, because I'm never doing that on this platform. I'm only interviewing others. But on the Patreon, it's $5 a month. You'll be supporting the show, supporting me, and you'll get to get some tea on me. So yeah, until next time, you guys. Bye.